All right. So we got some Canadian flags up in here. And as a Yankee who has been to Canada a grand total of one time and visited two of their provinces, I feel like I'm pretty well versed in ranking the Canadian provinces as a whole and territories. But we're just gonna be doing it off of their flags because flags are real popular right now. What's it called, like vexillology or something like that? All right. So start off with the province I spent the most amount of time in, Alberta. Alberta's pretty A. You know, I got my favorite jacket from Alberta. I got it from Banff. Or maybe it was Jasper. Can't remember. One of the two. And I love that jacket. It's pretty sweet. Saw the Rocky Mountains. Uh, saw a lot of bears. That was pretty neat. Bears are cool. And next we have BC. Uh, don't know much about BC. They got their flag is pretty terrible. Oh, we're doing it off of flags. Oops. Yeah. Alberta, your flag kind of sucks. Uh, Now British Columbia. Uh, a C for effort. You know, they put in they put in more work than the Albertans did, but didn't really pay off. This the Alberta flag kind of reminds me of a state flag where it's just, the seal on a blue background. But this is, at least British Columbia is trying. Uh, Although they did not succeed. Manitoba, uh, C. I like it. No, no, they don't deserve that. A D. I like uh the Canton flag with the Union Jack in it a lot better than the normal blue, but it's a low effort kind of a thing. You gotta try, not just do the least amount possible. New Brunswick. New Brunswick. They have a boat. Boats are cool. They have, one of the English lions on it. Lions are also cool. What else is there to say? Newfoundland and Labrador. Yeah, B. It's something. Uh, I don't really know what the flag is supposed to be. I'm guessing it's a mix between the Newfoundland and the Labrador flag. Although I could be wrong. Never know. Now next, let's do Nunavut. So I actually like their flag a lot. Yeah, it's an S tier. Uh, I like the how it represents, the uh people from Nunavut. And I when I was in Alberta, I didn't see any rock statues that look like this. I saw ones that looked more like a human, and they were pretty cool. And that reminds me of that. So next we have Ontario. Now, yeah, sorry, Ontario. But that's no good. Kind of boring. Not gonna lie. Prince Edward Island. Yeah. No. Nah. No. I like Prince Edward Island. Never been, but I like to. That's where it says I'm from on Steam. So I think it's Summerside, Prince Edward Island. But that flag's just not cutting it. I mean, it looks like well, I know the flag is cropped badly on here, but the actual flag still looks like it's cropped badly, and that's not good. Quebec, I mean, call me biased because I'm 1/64th French Canadian, but it looks nice. It's probably the nicest flag out of all of these. Uh, because there's a lot that just don't cut it. But it's clean and the colors just work nice. You know, like you look at something like British Columbia, like you can barely tell it's just a mess, complete mess. Uh, Saskatchewan, B. Uh, the colors don't really stick out that well, and I don't know. Gold and green just don't really work the best for me. But I think it's supposed to represent golden wheat and green prairies or something like that. So, reminds me of home, but that's not going to be good enough to cut it. Northwest Territories. Oh boy. I'm guessing the Northwest Territories are in the northwestern part of Canada. Although actually northwest, but not the most northwest, because that would be Yukon. But uh see, it's better than just a generic one, like some of the ones I put in D tier. So I gotta get it out of, that category. It's still not nice to look at. You could really say that about a lot of these flags. They're not nice to look at. Uh, let's see. What do we have next? Yukon Territory, famous for its gold rush and being freezing cold. Uh, see, the Yukon and the Northwest Territories, their flags look quite similar, and so I think they deserve to be in similar categories. And last but not least, Nova Scotia. Now, I mean, you can already tell the Scottish image, not that the Scottish imagery matters or anything, but you can tell, it's got the Scottish flag, but inversed, and then we have the Scottish coat of arms, or maybe it's the old coat of arms, I don't know. But it kind of reminds me of the Quebec flag, although not as nice to look at. That's the Quebec flag, but because this part in the center, this crest or whatever you want to call it, I can imagine that would be kind of hard to make out the details on a flag, especially if you're looking at a flag that's way far away. But the cross of St. George or whatever in the middle kind of makes up for it. Uh, and so there you have it. We got Saskatchewan and or not Saskatchewan, Nunavut and Quebec in S tier. Where they belong. Nova Scotia in A. New Brunswick, Newfoundland and Labrador, and Saskatchewan in B. British Columbia, Prince Edward Island, and then the Northwest and Yukon Territories in C. And in D, where they deserve to be, we have Alberta, Manitoba, and Ontario. So that's it for whatever, I don't know. End of video.